Drop. I'm muted. Hey, all right. We're live. Let me know if you can hear me okay. If I'm coming in loud and clear, if you can see me okay, and if everything's okay. You are right. You are reading that correctly. Individuals got a 44-point boost to their credit score in less than 30 days, which we'll be talking about. Also, we are looking into an affiliate program for Awesome Life Group LLC. So if you're looking for a side hustle, if you're looking for a work for home opportunity, if you're looking for the ability to potentially earn more, okay, earn more, we're looking into affiliate program as well. And we're going to be walking you through the process on how you can do your own disputes and all that great stuff coming up right after our intro. Please stand by for the next 7 seconds. All right, let's get into it. So, yes, Awesome Life Group, after many years, after many talks, of many opportunities of individuals who have emailed in, who have asked, do you have an affiliate program? Do you have an affiliate program? Well, we are looking into potentially opening one. As you can see below on the screen, we have an affiliate screening questionnaire that you can go to. Right there, there's the link. Also, I'll be putting the link in the comments in the description, okay? So you will have that available to you. I want you to be able to have the opportunity to promote and potentially earn with Awesome Life Group LLC. So if you're interested in potentially being an affiliate, we've got the link there. We've got the link in the comments as well. We've got the link below in the description. Also check the description for the timestamps on this live stream and what we are accomplishing, what we're going to do here today. Okay. So individual writes in. They said, hi, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On August 23rd, I sent my first dispute letters, and to my surprise, the 30 days have not expired. And already on TransUnion, I got a 35-point boost because they eliminated one of the collection accounts. In Equifax, I have 2 accounts that were deleted, 2 eliminated accounts, and it raised my score 44 points. And Experian raised my score 32 points. I'm so excited because I thought this was impossible. But now I see that this is possible. And they're saying, you are great. I appreciate it. You are great as well. Thank you so much. They also sent in a little report. They're showing their score going up. It's very cool to see. I don't want to show all their pertinent details. They are, in the 500s. So they're coming up into the 600s now. But they are just starting in less than 30 days. Okay. So it is possible. You could be next. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at the awesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad. My mic was muted. Jerome had me muted. All right. Let's see here. Can't seem to increase my score or get approved for anything. Okay. Great question. Right out of the gate, if you're looking to boost your score without ever, you're going to eventually want to dispute and get negative items off. But let's say you want to boost your score right away. Authorized user Tradelines can help. Okay, authorized user Tradelines can help. And you're saying, okay, well, maybe I have a friend or family that can put me on as an authorized user. I've seen individuals who had bankruptcies. Credit scores were down in the 500s. And we're able to put on some authorized user Tradelines and boost their score up and start getting approved for their own primary lines, their own credit cards in their name, their own lines of credit in their name. So primary means lines of credit in their name. Okay. So authorized user Tradelines can be helpful. Also cleaning up your personal profile, getting these charge-offs out of there, these late payments out of there, these collections out of there. That's going to change your life dramatically. Okay. This individual disputed, got a 44-point boost. Okay. You can get to the other side. I know you're thinking, hey, man, it's hard. I don't know how to increase my score. Also, credit utilization. You can get that utilization down by either increasing your credit limits or getting those negative items off of there or getting more available credit by getting this, maybe some things paid off every month. We always advise if you can use your credit like cash and pay that off every month, that can be helpful. But you could do this. You can get your scores up. People have thought, hey, I don't think this person thought it was impossible. Okay. And they're here now, and they've got a 44-point boost in less than 30 days. Okay. Now, had some other questions come in today. All right. And if you're just joining us now, thank you so much. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Helps push the video to more people so more people have this knowledge and content. Okay. So an individual was asking, hey, I want to know, can I send all 3 of my letters to all 3 bureaus simultaneously? So can I dispute Equifax, TransUnion, Experian at the same time with these 609 dispute letters? Absolutely. You absolutely can. You absolutely can dispute at the same time. And we pretty much recommend doing that. Now, sometimes people say, okay, well, there's rules of thought out there, send them 4 or 5 days apart and it makes much of. We have seen, and what I have seen, sending them at the same time can be very helpful, along with sending your collection validation letters at the same time. Okay. So your ability to dispute with the collectors and the bureaus at the same time can be helpful, because it can be very challenging for them to do an internal investigation with the collectors and then respond to the bureaus for their investigation within the time as allowed by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is 30 calendar days from when they receive the letters, from when the bureaus receive the letters or when the collectors receive the letters. Okay. This individual also continues to ask, how soon could or should I send round 2 letters? So if you needed to send a second round, maybe you got a few deletions. This individual got some deletions, went 44 points up. But hey, maybe the bureaus are playing games. They don't always do what they're supposed to do. So they say, okay, well, we updated this, or this remains, or whatever. So you want to send round 2. You can send round 2 after you get your results in the mail. Okay. After you get your results in the mail, or it's been beyond those 30 calendar days from when they got the letters for them to postmark your response. So maybe if the mail's running a little later, you got a holiday, like we just had a holiday yesterday, right? You want to take that into account. Well, they made a postmarked response within 30 calendar days, but yesterday was the holiday. So let me see. Let me check today, right? They didn't send it in. Okay. So if they don't respond within that time frame, we've got non-response letters that you can send with round 2. If they responded in the mail, you can send your second round of letters, even if it's before the 30 calendar day window. So let's say they respond within 25 calendar days from when they got the letters, and they postmarked your response and you got it and they responded, and now okay, I'm going to send round 2 for this last collection. Well, then yes, you could send that then. Now, here's another scenario. Brandon, you're saying, well, what if I see, because I have credit monitoring, Brandon, you said to get credit monitoring, maybe like on my FICO or something, so I get my real FICO score. I see that they have done some stuff to my credit reports online where I can see that some items were deleted. My credit scores come up. I got a few items remaining. Can I respond now with round 2? You want to wait till you get something in the mail. If you don't get something in the mail, then you can send the non-response letters, right? Don't make it easy for them. If you see a response online on a credit monitoring service, then you can wait for something in the mail. Now, if they sent you an email and you opted in, or you didn't mean to, and you jumped in and you're getting your results online, we recommend sending a letter that's a correspondence letter telling them that all correspondence now must be done in the mail. Okay? That would be our recommendation. So the easiest, simplest way is once they send you something in the mail, you can send your second round of letters. But there's some variations to that. And if you missed all that, of course, this replay will be up on the lives on the channel. You'll be able to get all this great content. That's why you want to subscribe here. That's why you want to hit that bell for notifications. And this is why you want to be a part of the subscribe tribe, because you get all this great available content. Okay. Look at that. Experian and TransUnion reporting are reporting. So these credit reporting. Okay. Experian and TransUnion are reporting a social that does not belong to me. I use this number, okay, TIN number. Always have. I've sent letters with proof of this number, but they still refuse to remove and change. Okay. So this is consumer protection afforded to you under Section 623 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Look at that. I got it right drum. Didn't have to look at it. See? If I make a mistake, drum, we will correct it, right? But no, it should be 623 afforded to you under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You're providing them proof of whatever inaccuracy they have, right? Whatever stuff that they have. Okay. And this is protection afforded. And again, this is not financial or legal advice. Okay. But you have protection of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. If you provide them proof, oh, well, that's not too loud. Proof of information like this, and they don't correct it, this is the extent of damages. So a lot of times the potential fines for the bureaus are $1,000 per violation, but this one is per damages, right? So it may be more, could potentially be more. And again, not financial legal advice, but you might have recourse. First, I would say complain to the CFPB. Okay. The CFPB, they have an online process where you can go online, you can file a complaint against their reporting and see what happens. Okay. Now, if for some reason, if you have to take it further, and I would even put, because we have the information at 609creditrepair.com in the Beyond Committed package, I would even put that violation, potential violation, on the letter. Say, hey, I provided this information. This is what happens when I provide correct information and you do not correct it, and you do not adjust the charge-offs or whatever it might be, the negative items that might be associated with that kind of stuff that you say that isn't yours, and that can get them in trouble. It usually gets kicked up to their kind of legal review process, right? And they say, oh, yeah, we don't want to deal with this, because oftentimes the stuff is being processed by a computer. Okay, a person puts a code into the computer or they scan it. A lot of people say, oh, I want to get that manual review. Yeah, if it doesn't scan, which it's not hard to scan, right? But if it doesn't scan through their e-Oscar system, a person's going to review it and they're going to put a two number, a double-digit code in, 23, 15, 60, whatever their codes are. And they're going to put it through the computer. The way you get it kicked up through a quote-unquote manual review is having the right language in there so it gets kicked up for review. So they feel like, oh, maybe this could be a legal issue or something like that, right? And again, not legal advice. That's how you get kicked up. People say, oh, if I use the highlighters and I write diagonally and I do this and I do that, I can manual review. No, it has to get kicked up to a higher level. So this is why you hit that subscribe tribe button. This is why we've done all this work for you, okay? Bam. How come? Experian and TransUnion have 3 accounts on my credit report, but Equifax only has 1 account. How should I handle this? Thank you. With your help, I got 6 accounts, 6 negative accounts off in 30 days with 1 letter. Y'all reading this, right? It's right there on the screen. That's why I'm glad I got this new software, right? Right there. 6 accounts removed in 30 days with 1 letter. What are you waiting for? If you're watching this now, 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Links are also in the description. Right now on the banner, I've got the affiliate screening link if you're interested in being an affiliate for Awesome Life Group, LLC. You can also email me at info@609creditrepair.com. So how can Experian and TransUnion have 3 accounts on my credit, but Equifax only has 1 account? Now, I'm going to assume these are negative accounts, okay? Because that's what most people are interested in, getting these negative accounts removed, these unverified accounts removed. Now, if they're positive accounts, you just want to reach out to the credit card companies that you're utilizing and make sure that they report to all 3 bureaus. If these are negative accounts, which we're assuming they are, how is it that TransUnion has 3 negative accounts and Equifax only has 1 negative account? Well, you can show them proof that Equifax has either deleted or has never reported these unverified accounts. And you can do that by either sending them the proof of deletions that you got in the mail that says deleted, or you can show them a copy of where the missing data is, the inaccurate data. Okay, they need to be standardized reporting. That is the Metro 2 reporting. I know you guys have heard of it. You're probably wondering, what is Brandon think? What is this Metro 2 reporting? Okay, it is the proper standardized reporting across all 3 bureaus. They're basically supposed to be the same. The way they change things is they adjust things in a manner in which changes the credit score for them so they can have their own proprietary blend, right? But ultimately, your reporting is supposed to be the same, okay? It says there are 3 negative accounts. These are 3 medical accounts, right? Now you're saying HIPAA, but these are 3 medical collection negative accounts. You're saying HIPAA accounts because you believe that potentially could be a HIPAA violation. Have they sent you medical records without a signed HIPAA release? Is that what you're referring to? And if so, we have special letters for that. Let's see here. Apologize. Go through this and I look through the comments and they're moving pretty quickly. Yes. So these are medical collections. So when you're dealing with medical collections on your 609 letters, when you send to the bureaus, you can send for medical unverified item under the provide physical evidence line for your dispute reason. Unverified account, no contract for your medical. And then you can send your collection validation letters to the collectors. And if they send any medical records back that don't have a signed HIPAA release for them to be able to see your medical information, it could be a potential HIPAA violation. And we've got such letters for you to leverage that with the bureaus and the collectors at, you guessed it, 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Again, if you're interested, building your own business, right? Having somebody do the back office for your credit repair company, or if you've got people in the pipeline, maybe you are mortgage broker, maybe you are doing real estate, maybe you're doing the car business, maybe you're doing XYZ where you see people who need credit repair issues. Awesome Life Group LLC is willing to assist, and in return, you could be potentially an affiliate of Awesome Life Group LLC. We've got the link for you in the comments section or in the live stream comments. In the link below, as it scrolls across, we've got the pre-screening form link in the description as well. If you're interested, it could be a potential home business for you, a side hustle, whatever it is. Level up, we can get you to the other side. You have a plan where you do all the work for me. Yes. Awesome Life Group, theawesomelifegroup.com. That in right now. Hold one second. Theawesomelifegroup.com. Okay. You can sign up. Okay. We've got the consultations available, the free consultation. We've got the process, the system that you can sign up and hire us to do the work for you, get you to the other side, potentially change your life. All right. So another question here. Someone asked, will I need to reach out to the creditors and the collection offices when doing this credit repair, the process for myself for my credit reports? So we believe that it can be helpful to dispute with the collectors as well as the bureaus. So you can dispute with the bureaus. Okay. You can dispute with the collectors. Okay. If you dispute with the collectors, it's usually more challenging. All right. For everybody to quote unquote verify and validate, and they try to pencil whip it, but it's a little more challenging. Will this person have to reach out to the original creditors? Typically not. Typically they're dealing with the bureaus and the collectors. Hey, Brandon, great to see you. Great to see you as well. Sherry Wynn, it's been a while. Appreciate you being here. It's great to have the Subscribe Tribe members back, the tribe here. Thank you so much. All right. This person also asks, must I send copies of my social and driver's license? Okay. So the bureaus, not the collectors, but the bureaus, when disputing with the bureaus, require ID and address. Okay, confirmation. They're going to want something for ID and address. You can use utility bill, driver's license, some social, copy, passport. We've got the military IDs. There's a whole list. Okay, and we actually have that list, and the bureaus put out that list and what they need. The reason why they do this is to make it more challenging. Okay, obviously. Now they are trying to cover themselves and make sure they are doing the dispute process for the individuals that actually are signing up for that and doing that for themselves. Otherwise, anyone could just send a dispute, and it could be rather challenging. You could be like, "Oh, I didn't dispute that. I didn't want off that." I'm like, "What is going on?" Right? So they're kind of covering themselves to make sure the person that's saying that they are the ones that are sending in the letters, or at least on their behalf. But with the collectors, you typically don't have to send IDs like that. Now, you might be dealing something with this, like this, a name change, maiden name to married name, changing that, vice versa. Recently, got divorced. Can I request for my name to be reversed to my maiden name? Not sure if this will make a difference. Or if you're getting married, changing the name, will that make a difference? Nominally, it may, but typically it's the same social. Okay. The differences in variations of names that were not attached to you were not your like a junior, senior, wrong names, inaccurate spellings of names, different middle names. However, it may help disassociate because they may have a more challenging time. That's a small thing that could help during the process. It's a good question. Okay. You can send any type of supporting documentation to dispute as well. Okay. And you may want to talk to the lawyers that have put that together as well and see what they say. Okay. Let's see here. Excellent. Another person said, "Hey, I wanted to take a moment to personally thank you." All right. This individual was able to repair their credit, and they have I had a fair credit north of 700, is what they said after completing the process, do the do-it-yourself process. They've had, a couple issues after the C19 issues, but are working to get that back on track. And we're here to help, okay? TheAwesomeLifeGroup.com, or if you're interested in the do-yourself process, 609creditrepair.com. And again, if you're interested in being an affiliate, you can email me or go through our pre-screen process at the links below. All right. Now, we've talked about, how you can get good credit, how you can build wealth. We're going to talk about business credit, but there's something I want to show you about investing. I don't know if you all are interested in investing. I know we've talked about it here before, and we've had a few people interested in it. But just in case, if you're worried about these types of uncertain economic times, because I know, plenty of people get worried. I've been worried. People have been worried. Let's listen to one of the best investors of all time. His name's Peter Lynch. Actually ran the Magellan Fund for many, many years. And he was one of the very few people to beat the market, so to speak, to outperform the stock market. Very few hedge funds are capable of doing that, but he was capable. And this is what this individual says. This guy says, this man says, this person says about investing in the stock market. And this is back in 97. Okay. And I think it's pertinent even today. So we're going to check this out. Drum, I told you I want that as the default drum right there. Like get me down here in the left, the right. Is it the left or the right? Depends on how you're looking at it. Okay. Let's listen to Peter Lynch for a minute.
Remember this one. It's futile to predict the economy, interest rates, and stock market. I mean, people keep trying to do this. I mean, this would be useful. I would love to know when we get a recession. I'd love to know when interest rates are going to go up or down. I'd love to know when the stock market's going up. That would be helpful. I would like to get next year's Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, you don't get it. I remember in 1982, we had a lot of people in this room around for 82. We had 20% prime rate, 15% long governments, double-digit unemployment, double-digit inflation. I don't remember anybody telling me about that in 1980. I remember anybody telling me about that in 1981. But in 83, I remember they said, well, the economy's bounced back. We're in a recession in 85. In 85, they said we have a recession in 86. In 87, something happened in October 87. I forget what something happened in October 87. Celtics lost 7 in a row. Something bad in 87. They said for sure we'll have a recession in 88. And they said 89 for sure we'll have a recession. And then 90, we're supposed to have the so-called soft landing, which we never had. So I've always said if you spend 13 minutes a year on economics, you've wasted 10 minutes. And all you need to know about the stock market is it goes up and it goes down, and it goes down a lot. And that's all you need to know. Again, it'd be terrific to know what's going to happen in the economy, but I deal with facts. If inventories are going up, if copper prices are going down, if room occupancy is going the wrong way, if people building too many hotels, I look at freight car loadings when I own railroad stocks. I deal with facts. I don't deal with people tell me something's going to happen in the future. You might as well call the psychic hotline for that stuff to get a better average. You got plenty of time.
So just for a minute there, this was back in 97. He talked about how experts and economists and news outlets and whomever had an opinion about the recession in the 80s and then the crashes in the early 90s. And we're going to have this and we're going to have that. And this could happen and that could happen. And the economy could go here and there and upward and everywhere. Okay. And what the interest rates are, and what the interest rates are, and what could it be and what could it be? Right. This is back then. And this is what happens now. Right. All the pundits, all the heads. Well, the economy is going to do this and it's going to go to a recession. And no, it's not going to go to a recession. And the Fed's going to print money and they're going to raise rates. And this is going to happen. This is going to happen. That going to happen. Well, how do you invest in such a market? It's hard. It goes up and it goes down. And then he tells you how to invest. Okay.
It's true of Sally Mae. It's true of Dunkin' Donuts. It's true of Stop and Shop. People are so insistent. I'm that way too. I have to fight it. They have to buy a stock. Let's see. It's now 501. I haven't found a stock yet today. I got to find a stock before sunset. You could buy Walmart 10 years after Walmart went public. Let's say you're a very careful investor. You waited. You said, I don't know if this company can make it. You waited for Walmart to roll it out. You could buy Walmart 10 years after they went public and made 30 times your money. 30 times your money. 10 years after they went public, they're only in 15% of the United States. 1.5. They hadn't saturated the 1.5. You could say, well, why can't they go to 17? Why can't they go to 19? I mean, why don't I take a leap of faith here? Why can't they go to 26? All they did for the next 3 decades was roll it out. You could buy Walmart. If the day they went public, you bought it, you would have made 500 times your money. If you waited 10 years in Walmart, you made 30 times your money. You got plenty of time in this business.
So he's taking a long-term view of the market. Okay. So you can 30x your money if you had bought Walmart a decade after they go public, but you had to hold the company for 25, 30 years. Okay. So it's about time in the market rather than timing the market.
What I'd like to talk about is what I call the 10 most dangerous things people say about stocks. Here's a good one. If it's gone down this much already, it can't go any lower. I remember when Polaroid went from 140 to about 107. People said, if you ever get Polaroid under 100, you got to buy it. You just back up the truck, buy the stock. Stock you get to 110, then rally, fall 103, you go 112, go 105. They said, gets under 100, buy Polaroid. Polaroid broke 100.
And that's also good rule of thumb. I do like that. Is that you never know where it's going to go. If it goes down, you think, oh, okay, it's good, goodbye now. It could go down further. So always express caution if you're going to invest. And again, not investment advice, just what I look at and what I'm thinking about doing with investing is just dollar cost averaging. And no, it's going to be a long-term hold. If for some reason, markets go up, markets go down, markets go sideways, markets this, markets that, interest rates go up, recession, war, famine, whatever it is, we've ever seen in the stock market or any market for that matter, bond market, crypto market, whatever, a long enough view will usually increase your wealth. A long enough view on your holding of your house will increase your wealth typically. And again, not financial advice, but just in case if you're worried out there, because I actually had a conversation with a gentleman who was worried. He's like, oh, I put my money in this and XYZ and it's down. And he was like, I think I just need to hold on. I was like, yeah, everyone feels it. Everybody's, having a tough time with certain things if they've invested. No worries. You'll get to the other side. We've seen it happen. If you have other credit issues, like this individual is saying right here, whoops. Whoop. Actually, paper gators. I actually meant to hit that, but I'm going to hit this. So we'll do this one first. 23 had this much medical collections resolved through a debt consolidation program. Okay. Into this for the past few years instead of saving. Was this the right way to do it? So, Manny, we can't give you any financial advice. We don't know if that was the right way for you or not. We don't know your financial situation. We can't do financial advice. Was this the right way to do it? Are you referring to saving the money? Are you referring to your credit? Are you referring to both? I would imagine the right way to do it is the most optimal way is what you're looking for, right? So, what does that mean for your credit? Well, more than likely you took a hit to your credit, right? And this person says, have one more year left according to the roadmap. Now, the last live stream I did last week, I talked about these debt consolidation programs and that while we don't give any, financial advice, it's up to you, we haven't seen it be helpful for the credit. Okay. It usually takes years. Usually they're not going to help you with your credit. It's going to hurt your credit. And we think that it can be very challenging when you're stuck between that rock and a hard place, right? If it's negative, if it's a collection, if it's gone to that point, because we're not telling you what to do, but if it's gone to that point, you can dispute it. And if it can't be verified, it is to be removed. And if it can't be verified, it could be challenging for them to ask you to pay and continue to pay, right? At this point, you've already gone through the program, right? I don't know how their program works. A lot of programs work where they hold the resources in escrow and it's not paid and your credit score is going down and down and down and down. And you wind up getting these collections and it gets worse and worse and worse. And then finally they turn around and they do a lump sum. These medical collectors or whatever creditors, and then they keep the difference from what they save from the negotiation process. Okay. Was it the right thing to do? I'm not 100% sure what your financial situation was, but for the credit side of things, you're probably going to have to dispute those medical collections because medical collections are never going to be positive. They're never going to be positive. They're a collection, right? They're a collection. So you're probably going to need to dispute these negative, unverified medical collections and dispute them and get them off of there. So the most optimal thing to do for your credit is to repair it if you've got collections and charge-offs, including medical collections or charge-offs, regardless of their status of if they're paid or not. These unverified items are holding your credit score down. So while they might have alluded to this will help your credit, they didn't tell you for certain if this would help your credit or not. Oh, yeah, your credit score will go up X amount of points or whatever. They didn't. I'm sure they probably didn't guarantee anything like that because they were focused on the debt. My guess is the credit score is not very strong. So you want to repair that credit, okay? So late payments. I have 3 late payment marks on my account, but my credit score is 725, 765, and 808. These are good credit scores. I'm afraid to apply for credit cards because of those 3 late payments. The marks are, the latest is 10 months ago. What should I do? So these late payments, Derek, Are these late payments more than 30 days? Because if they're not more than 30 days, you're probably outside what's called the rebound period. Okay. So your score is probably rebounded from these three late payments if they're only 30 days late. I think even at 60 days, I think you're at the 10-month mark. So I think 30 to 60 days, you're probably outside that mark. 90 days plus, you wouldn't be outside that mark. But my guess is three late payments that probably were 30 days late. 30 to 60 days. So you're probably outside the rebound period. So 725, 765, and 808 are representation of what your credit is available to you, your credit scores, and you're probably, okay. One is 60 days. Okay, so I think 60 days is, I want to say, 8 months. Hmm. You don't have any 90 days, right? 90-day late payments. It's 90 day and above that start to get really bad, Derek. I'm trying to look. I'm pretty sure that you're probably inside the rebound period. No, 90 days. Okay, so you don't have to worry. So I think you're okay. If you want to apply for something, I'm not giving you any, financial advice, but you could try if you feel comfortable with it. If for some reason you don't, and you have time to send goodwill letters and or late payment dispute letters, I'd recommend that, right? So go ahead and you can dispute those late payments and or do goodwill letters. Goodwill letters will be my first recommendation, right? You can do what you feel is most right for you, but you could use goodwill letters and potentially get those updated deposit. You don't have to sweat it. But chances are you're outside your rebound period. It'll look better on your credit reports, and you won't have any late payments, and you won't have anything to worry about, and they won't look at it. While you might have late payments, they might look at it and might say, well, credit scores are still high in the 700s, the 800s. They're fine. We'll approve it. Nobody's perfect, right? Start with goodwill letters and see what happens. And again, 609creditrepair.com. We have goodwill letters there available to you in the packages, or we could do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. All right. Manny, you're very welcome. Appreciate you. All right. We're getting to it. Everyone, thank you for being here on the live stream. I appreciate it. We're doing really well. I just want to reiterate, if you're looking for a new opportunity, a potential work from home or side hustle, Awesome Life Group LLC is looking for some new affiliates. And I'm telling you, we're not necessarily going to work with everybody, right? So you want to get in while the getting is good, while the VIPs are here on this live stream, right? You want to get in because we may not have all the room for everybody for our affiliates. And we got the affiliate screening link, a few questions. We will reach out to you, let you know if you could potentially be an affiliate for Awesome Life Group LLC. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who needs credit repair services, and you could potentially monetize your leads if you are lender, mortgage broker, working in real estate, car notes, car dealer in the dealership. If you know people who need credit repair services, you could potentially be an affiliate of Awesome Life Group LLC. I've gotten plenty of emails about this over the years, and we're putting it out here now. If you're interested, please let us know. Okay. So I love you all so very, very much. Remember, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. We appreciate you. And until we see you in person, we'll see you on the other side. Take care.
you